I don't think our students even realize that we have two separate jobs. They see us both as having the same job, which is just supporting them in their learning.
Sometimes they finish each other's sentences.
They're kind of fully incorporating all of the things that they both know into one teacher, the best teacher.
So my specialist knowledge around how to teach diverse learners, her specialist knowledge around content, and then kind of weaving those together.
And that looks like students bringing all of their background knowledge forward and then connecting that to the content.
You can just be whoever you are around them and also feel focused and answer questions.
Another teacher can come help me whenever I'm struggling.
They're finding belonging, but they're also engaging in really rigorous work and becoming a community, as opposed to feeling oh, there are these kinds of students over here and these kinds of students over here.
We're around each other so much that we've kind of devolved into a family.
What are you doing today? Are you testing?
Yeah. He is definitely one of the best people in the school. I talk to him all the time.
Every conversation I've had, even when I'm frustrated about something, he's always been super understanding and open.
Less of someone who's trying to get us in trouble and more as someone who's trying to keep us safe.
The students need that kind of calming force and that voice of reason sometimes. You have to be really creative in different ways to help them, kind of navigate their school day or what may be happening at home.
He has a soothing voice. It calms me down when he talks to me, let's put it there.
He has a lens for making things better and for systems running effectively. He's changed the way we do truancy. He's changed the way we do tardies. He's changed the way we do referrals. He sees this place and he is constantly thinking, what can I do to make it better?
You might be acting as a counselor, as a friend, as an administrator, and so the diversity of that is something I really enjoy.
On three. 1, 2, 3. Basketball! I love working with these kids and getting to spend time with them. I love everything about this job.
She was a really good friend and a really good coach. She cares for people. She's awesome. She's very hardworking.
Kelly does a lot. She wears many hats.
She not only does her one job, but then you'll find her in every other part of the school doing something to help somebody out.
She does classroom support, helping kids out in the classroom, helping them stay regulated.
She works out on the playground and in her lunchroom and in her hallways. She knows every family in the school. And she's also our PTA president, so she's really able to bridge that gap and make connections across our school community.
She is absolutely above and beyond.
Congratulations, Miss Kelly!
Bye. Have a good lunch. Thanks, guys. See you later.
We love you.
I love to start my mornings outside, connecting with students and families. I think that building relationships is a huge part of my job.
Good morning, boys. How are you?
To have a principal come in who has 30 years of teaching behind her belt and still has this energy and passion to help kids and help teachers.
She listens to us. She wants to know the direction that we want to go.
A leader, it's not just all me, it takes a huge team.
You got paint right here.
It's a family. We take care of each other. Feel so fortunate to be at Silver Beach.
I see Mrs. Herda looking at me.
Mrs. Herda, Mrs. Herda.
My favorite thing about Wooding is he keeps it real.
He's a social studies teacher, but he's so much bigger than that. He's teaching students about how to be good citizens.
How can we get you connected to people who are doing similar work that you're passionate about?
People come in every Wednesday, from around the community, so we could talk about issues and you can make connections.
I work at a local nonprofit organization. We take them through a series of exercises that leads to being able to handle their own personal finances.
On Tuesdays, we have groups working out at Habitat for Humanity's, their build site out at Telegraph Road. On Thursdays, we have students who are going to different employment and work resources.
The cool part about working with the community is that you get experience, and it also adds to stuff that you can put on your resume.
Every time we go out, we're learning something, and if we're not learning something, we're just having a good time connecting with the community.
How can we contribute in our gifts here in our own community to grow that sense of community? So that's what motivates me.
For us, it's absolutely essential work to partner in this way and to try and get the right stories into the schools.
The partnership has really helped us have a relationship and learn from Native and Indigenous artists and educators and storytellers.
We want to illustrate the Coast Salish voice that's here in their traditional homelands, as well as educating the broader community.
As a result of these efforts, through your educational program and partnership, our students demonstrated a fuller understanding of Native cultures, histories, and people.
I think Treaty Day is important because we learned about it for the first time this year.
So when we have the young folks step forward like they did tonight, I was really moved by what they had to say. We're creating a depth of understanding, and that depth begins at a young age.
We are all treaty people. Thank you.
Morning. That's what's wonderful about my job is I honestly don't know what I'm doing day to day. I mostly am reacting to schools and what they need. I'm working with principals, I'm working with students, and trying to find ways to make sure people feel safe and are safe in our buildings. We're aware of somebody and why they're entering the building, what they're there for, what their purpose is. Safety is a multi-tiered system. A big part of our human element is having people that kids feel they connect with. Our campus monitor role is big into that. I'm kind of like that district campus monitor.
Russ was kind of able to give me that understanding of what our role should look like in this building because there isn't really an instruction manual. He really helped me to understand how important it is to build relationships with students.
You can start and gauge kids' moods as they come into the building, and if a kid is struggling, you can sense that and see that, and maybe have their counselor check in with them. That goes a long way in helping kids realize there is somebody that's watching and paying attention and notices when I'm feeling sad or anxious or something like that, and that, to me, that helps keep the building safe.
Compass Health serves our students, our most vulnerable students. They serve our students with Medicaid.
Compass Health is placed in 15 schools in our district. We know that students learn best when they are at their best and their medical needs are met, their mental health needs are met. We really believe in that whole child approach.
We refer students to be seen in their clinic, but they also have therapists who will come and be housed in our schools.
If we can bring the health services to them, we can just pull them from class real quick, have that treatment, bring them back to class with minimal interruption to the day.
Compass Health has agreed to be the partner for the first phase of our school-based health center at Options High School.
We'll roll out first the mental health side of things, and then down the road at Options we'll also have a medical clinic as well.
So being able to be that community provider and link to that ongoing long-term care is a huge piece that we count on them for.
I have known that I wanted to be a teacher since I was like 5 years old.
Ruwani holds students to very high standards while providing a great sense of warmth and love.
You want them to feel loved and accepted, but you also want them to learn and do the right thing.
She helps us when we most need it.
It makes it not feel like forced, but like something you actually really want to do.
In our school, we have about almost 40% of our students are multilingual learners.
There are 6 different languages in her room.
So like today, when I was teaching geometry, I made sure that I got everybody's culture represented in there.
Anybody who's been to India seen this? Yeah, you have, so I have watched.
This is my passion, so I don't expect to be rewarded for it, but I do very much appreciate the honor and all the wonderful things that my colleagues said about me that made me want to cry.
I get to share smiles and positivity and genuine love in 15 different schools. I am honored beyond measure. They don't see a chair, they see a friend.
He is kind with everyone. We like him. I like to draw pictures for him.
It's pretty well known that I love smiley faces. Whenever I'm volunteering in schools or wherever, I'm all in. I mean, you have my 100% attention, and I realize how much that is needed. Nice.
It's pretty amazing what he does. He can't help but put a smile on your face when you see Naaman.
It's easy to give up, but I just wanted to be that role model. If I can do it, you can do it. So one day out of 7 days a week, I don't have a disease. I get home, it's very real. I put that in perspective and like, man, it's a beautiful life I've lived so far, disability and all.